No be anybody business. I like to dey knack notoriously. I no get time frame. One of the highest stress reliever that gives you good sleep is sex. It's proven.
But in that man you think, there's a lot of unserious sex addicts allegedly.
Who are holding you?
All those zesty. You don't know say these people. They know say I don't want sex to be sex.
Go die.
So you know get another way you feel really stressed.
So I
want you know be happy my mind dey go
Wetin your
to roll dice.
Now, why you think say John Terry sleep with his wife? Now because he don't get an OT say he no suppose do am. Everything is about sex. Leave am go do another thing. There is too much sex in the world now. You don't understand. Sex just be like alpha.
As match dey finish on Saturday, that your first break wey dey first
Sunday.
go on Sunday, you now go to podium wetin no good.
rest for the rest.
Then you know say and that thing again you dey consider your partner level though, because if your partner dey hyperactive you don finish.
Now think about it logically. Now this is thinking out of the box, not like the same man thing.
Full day.
Amorim pursue Sancho wey be good player, pursue Rashford
When
pursue Lingard, and you know everything about that one says sex. Okay.
So Rashford na sex man. Feed the kids anyway.
You saying they feed wetin?
The kids now. Why?
They feed them with what?
and you know in that spectrum of preparing mentally and physically, relief follow. Relief package.
No, yes,
and
man.
relief package na say you can knack.
You got. Do you know how long a season takes?
And how many matches?
A full complete season takes 10 months.
Okay.
Part of 12 months.
Out of 12.
So why they don't feed the knack every 2 months?
You go not to 2 months.
Abi,
I want
I'm not
to
a
ask
footballer.
That's why I said they want to find the balance.
I think they want to make I know that.
They go still now.
What? Chop the owo. What? Why you?
All of this for true fans only.
Welcome to the Daybreak Podcast, guys. The home of banter, where we share what takes and test our football IQ. I'm Ordinance, and with me here is Sanchez and Torres. Today we have a very, very spicy topic on ground where we know say we go turn on and we be our fans. So the surprise is we actually talk about this kind of thing today. Shout out to our honorable sponsors, Sportivas. Remember, they still have a promo ongoing where you stand a chance to win the free jersey from your favorite team. All you just have to do is follow them on Instagram at sporty_HQ. Send them a DM with the caption "Ready Agege," no emojis, and stand a chance to win a free jersey from your favorite team. So today's topic is going to be about sex and football. So stay tuned and buckle up while we enjoy this segment.
One dissect that very topic could be say una no go like here, but it is very, very important for every professional footballer life and outlet at large. So now we dey discuss nagging and football. How you go take balance am? Because don't they see some kind news where they fly around now from footballer A, footballer B. I no wan call them here to go dive into am. Because you get people wey get sweetie.
Some get right.
You get where we say, so make we just dissect am now. So guys, what do you think?
This conversation. Let me first go with what you think.
why you also throw the light on me? You know what about that?
No, Tom. This is an open floor. Express yourself.
No, the floor is.
How do you think sex and football comes together? Like,
sex is a thing that it's vital for every human being, both man, woman, and like, and as an athlete, your body is always working 2/7. Your red blood cell is always pumping 2/7 to make your cells just hyperactive for work. So I think sex has its advantage as disadvantage, but it's actually necessary because sometimes the mind can just be mentally stressed too much. Like stress, you just did the mind too much. You get some self when you even be make an use the word because make TikTok no flag us.
wait, you know, saying football and energy sapping sports, yeah. So how do you balance it with knacks? You get my guy we say, oh, in the knack before they go play ball.
It happen now.
Personally, I feel like it's wrong because which energy you go take perform So now may I dey ask you, how do you find this balance? In your opinion?
You know, different coaches have their own approach to the idea of sex before games or something like that. You know, some maybe you have a game now that is actually mental stress. Like the game, you know that before this game you have to give your all, but it's actually stressing you mentally. Some coaches like the coach of Chile that won them the back-to-back Copa de America, the one against Argentina, I guess 2018, and won the game with them. He actually advised his players, Alexis Sanchez and Kobe, if you want to nag before game, go and nag, at least to give your mind that stimulation and relief from the stress that, okay, we are stepping into the final where we have to give our all back to back. But it also has its effect on players because the fitness cannot be 100.
100%,
Yes, cannot be 100. But you know, as football is also a physical game, it's also a mental game because the stress too will weigh on you mentally. So I feel sex has its pro and it has its con, but it actually has to be balanced. You understand? You get many football, you know, many footballers will don't say they know they nag before game. And we know they see the tape from each player. I been agree, I been steady who no say we get like 5 wives. If you know, if not no dey important, you no go get 5 for queen now. So it did necessary and the balance act individually. You understand? Knowing where your power reach and where to like, okay, I've had my fun. Let me just keep my energy for the game.
Man, I think it's all about cons. There's no pro to it.
There's no protein.
Why are you having sex before a game? What's the idea behind it? Wait till you want proof.
No, you know, you actually to prove something and sometimes it mental stress.
No, me, I feel like I'm just saying, waiting the day I won't prove. You can always have sex every other time in your life. Why is it?
I feel first of all, I just feel this aspect of sex. You know, see, one day school they teach us this characteristics of every living thing.
Yeah.
You understand? Reproduction, death, respiration, all those things. So if reproduction, now one of them, waiting in the process to reproduce, na knack. So in order to knack now, and you want to see for this our generation now, what they see now, most in fact, you spend 90%, make a very moderate, 8% of the time on screen. And what does screen time does to the human body? It causes you mental stress. It increases your cortisol level. And one of the easiest way to relieve cortisol level is one, trying to take yourself off screen and doing something that is stress relieving. And one of the highest stress reliever that gives you good sleep is sex. It's proven. So now why and with the check footballers now, they are one of the most fit creatures on earth.
Yes.
Then we say now they define that with the physical fitness with reserve energy for emergency. So in that case of that emergency now, every footballer now, imagine say they train 247, your testosterone they very high.
That's right.
You need to come down. You get what they call say chemical don't full.
You need to change of it.
As much as say normal you can't balance am because a footballer you know go fit, but I believe say as a professional fit player you fit knack at least
Wow.
one can say this morning. They're supposed they limit.
At least
One round is cannot do you bad. Quickie, you know they do better. But if you once
Just the tip.
most I don't notice now say if you dey go more than 1 or 2 rounds, that's a problem because now you dey stress your body now to take extra energy. You understand? To give you that momentum where you need to dey fire down. You understand? So you need more energy. Just like now you dey comot energy from your reserve. You understand? But quick in a natural phenomenon. Say you just knack first round, you come. But then now why you too sweet? Now why you dey waste sharp, you don't run. You understand?
Me, I still no agree. My opinion is now that's something where you feel do every other time. Before a game, you guys the right mental state. According to Seedman, he said every athlete should abstain for 48 hours before a game. So why before match? Why you want have sex? What thing you want prove? You want make them know say, oh, I'm a bad guy.
So waiting the child of man as
Waiting
everybody with they knack or we don't knack, no they in their right mental mind.
No.
you might be
Because once you reach that also of like when you're not dissatisfied, your mind safe, you get some kind of your mind will be clear.
you now, you dey see am from the fact say, okay, na just sex. How about the mental side? No be say, oh, come makes you weak. After I don't come, it makes you weak. What if you like the babe? What if you're distracted? What if you guys
They not come every other time, man. So that
consider here. Check the percentage of prostate cancer in the world. Which will get prone to now?
na men though.
Now, man, prostate cancer, right?
Yes.
Check people who say they the risk to get prostate cancer. Now athletes.
Okay.
So you want them to say now, how one, if you dey so hyperactive in terms of say you get high testosterone levels as an athlete, and you know condemn, you know say you go.
It's your tendency.
So
You
why
are
do you
to
be
prostate-
tag after game? Why does it have to be before a game?
Sometimes
The football world is so that now we say, okay, after game now, no be you need to recharge, you need rewarm.
which strength?
And matches again they come up, matches after matches. So okay, imagine now, you know, so no one like they get all these international competitions or maybe Champions League, where we say they will need flight to hotel and no, they won't allow them to bring their, you know, their sweeties. So you want them, you know, so that period, most of the things they think of, aside loneliness, aside depression, now we say one, you know, with their partner to they touch their head,
They rub them,
they put them in the mood so that once those kind of depression go die.
So you don't get another way you feel really stressed.
So I don't tell you.
I want, you know, be having my mind they go
Waiting
to
your
roll dice.
now option now.
No.
Now like sex now there's a connection with whoever you are having sex with. Even if you know agree.
Now you dey
Raise now relax. Yeah, me. Even if you know agree. Before a game, if you have bad sex or maybe rough sex or the any kind of sex you get, there's a chance you're easily distracted. Because in the game you're thinking about what if na doggy me and this person do man, I like the doggy, I like the way I spank this person, I like the way I did this, did that. It distracts you. There was this time in the camp, I think NFL, maybe na 2018, 2017, there was this talk after we lost the game, say some players, I no one call name, say they invite serious hookup girls, like 10, everywhere.
around.
Because after match, they were playing rubbish. Wetin happen? Some go dey love hookup girl. Some go dey instead that they got a round sex. You know where they play ball every day. They come bring girls wey fine, wey sabi na before a game. It distracts everything you're doing.
They go show you go ask them how many rounds they go.
Any round, no matter.
But you say they don't fit on
Why you think say John Terry sleep with his wife? Na because he don't get an OT say he no suppose do am. Everything is about sex. Leave am, go do another thing.
If you still do on that thing, that's thing.
Ice bath, so
Wait, that's
ice bath OD.
Okay.
Yes, ice bath.
If your phone level now, if body they do you green, you don't go enter ice.
If you enter ice, you go on drink. No, be say no be necessary. If everybody dey dark,
If
I
you don't do
agree.
am before game, we be say you are charged up. Now after game when you don't give out everything on the pitch.
If you rest, you do am.
When you go win another match, they
When
come
another
out.
match they come, and another thing, see make I tell
There's
you.
no match. I think that's the thing about games. Yes,
For 4 days, 3 days break.
for 4 days now break.
Within those days, and
They don't get training.
Training is
They don't get you can't train
wait,
now.
wait. You play the match. You have 3 days rest before
Okay.
that match. You play the match. You have to take the next day off to regenerate your strength.
Okay.
The next day you are off to training.
Exactly.
The next day you train again for fitness level for another match.
Exactly.
When will you knock?
In between all those off, now you go find that.
Why it's still before the match?
Nah, still before the match.
No, bro, no. I don't like the way you put that.
How?
Try to be mathematical about.
Yes, I know mathematics.
It's still before the match.
See, make I tell you guys, one thing for this life, if you know fit calculate yourself, based on your because everybody gets strength, get weaknesses. Like me now, my fitness level fit dey higher than your own, your fitness level fit dey higher than my own. If me now fit condone say I knack 12 hours to football, I fit still give up my maximum best. You now fit knack 48 hours before still no give 50%. It just depends. So now you now go dey calculate yourself now. Okay now, since you know say you no fit give maybe 12 hours or 18 hours before, then you know give maximum best. Why not at least since you know your discipline, you now once a week. Maybe as much as you finish on Saturday, that your first break where the first
Sunday.
go on Sunday, you now go to poriously waiting no good.
Rest for the rest.
Then no say and that's again you dey consider your partner level though. Because If your partner dey hyperactive, you don't finish.
Now,
Text for another
how
day.
about those wey dey carry hook up? No partner.
Now who dey talk now? Because most athletes, most of them don't dey marry. Na girlfriends and boyfriends dey carry around.
Yes, now.
You get.
Okay.
So
You know, say Baka owner been talk something. He said sex is better than money for him. Firstly, I don't understand where that dog come from. Because for owner of club and the way Baka stingy to buy people, I know saying like money they save am.
why you
Carry give Ukon girls in the car.
why you feel say back and get bankruptcy issue for how many years now?
So are you saying his word doesn't match his action?
No, it match though because some of their players too they do some kind things. Now, no be Yaman now get sweetie like this.
Wetin be sweetie?
They don't
My mouth go hear say feathers. My mouth go hear say feathers.
Wetin be sweetie?
this injury wey he get, you know you're saying a pubic region injury.
They don't need to fit be lap. If it be cervix,
Lap na
if it be
they know they have the hamstring. If
vein.
You don't ever hear say footballer get hamstring, then no fit identify am say, or you don't come out from you say this footballer get wetin they call
they say na
groin injury.
Pubic.
Where the groin?
So in plain term, around this screw through.
yes, now that is pubic region.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It is
But no be even
allegedly.
so
So they said a pubic region injury. So waiting he go tell you for mine. That's waiting now. My man don't get because of me too much.
You know say you get wetin dem call blue balls. Now blue balls is the aftermath of withholding cum add-on for a long time. So maybe Yamal no too dey knack like that.
Do you feel your man they not like that?
I don't stay with him, I don't know.
Person when invite midget and model for a baby.
For birthday, that na
the whole controversy don
Which I'm saying
around
that
sexual
shit,
life.
Which when they do birthday for a house.
No, I can't imagine Yamal having something with a midget.
Why?
But technically,
Everybody have
Technically,
everybody have their own sexual.
Fantasy.
Yes.
That is wrong now.
How is it
But-
wrong? You can't clarify someone's sexual fantasy. You can't tell someone what he will like and what he will not like.
So wait, if I'm getting you well, Yamal has issues. This serious injury wey him get, we go last for how many weeks?
Now sweetie now.
Na sweetie injury, no, na lie. Na lie.
Check am anywhere. Now pubic
e get one of my guy that time wey we dey school. Then wey we dey school wey be say this guy dey ball and confirm defender. If this guy mount, so I don't know, but no be based on saying go na some kind infection here and there. You say na boys sex and everything. So the guy can get this kind thing for public area because na be say e dey like a boil. They comot am, and you know say once thing don come between you, first of all e go dey cause friction. So maybe na wetin dey do Yamal, we no know. But me, I no wan believe say Yamal dey dirty.
Wait.
You understand?
Yamal get infection. You say
I
that
say that dirty cause of.
Na wetin I no wan believe say professional of that level dey dirty.
but you say na infection wey your guy.
Yes,
So
because
your
dirtiness fit cause infection.
Yeah.
Bacteria, all these bacteria deposit and
okay, no be
fungi.
infection.
If you know
If you no go wait,
so na so say if you be okwe, so e no be okwe wey him go na. So you want them say Yamal dey dirty, but e take
When you
boys at that age,
when you big dirty, you know some people they say get people wey no dey change their
on the say hey,
so Yamal doesn't change the
baby o.
because I need make you dey talk with you now.
I dey give
This is a Ballon d'Or candidate.
life no dey do enough for
so
some.
I no the one hand me say you go say they take the boss away
I
from
even like how this talk come up. Why are there say sex get the bad part? Vinicius was recently caught asking a girl for nude. In one dice up. So this is what sex makes you do. You lack concentration. Vinny that could easily have gotten any baby he wants. But because he's so invested in sex, in guys go chat who call them, may send them breast. Now the girl can't open the chat, which has brought shame to Vinny. Me now the guy say this sex get a lot of cons, but you think say na pro because say na
for person to no get self-discipline and self-control and another thing.
Nah, that's it.
Now that is another thing entirely. You can't fault someone for his
I like this
for
word.
his deficiency.
I like this word.
For wetin he no fit.
Let me show you now.
Transformers.
Self-discipline wey you no fit hold to abstain for like 2 months. Because if you know their games, why can't you just stay away? Why are you saying you lack self-discipline in this context?
I no get you.
You say self-discipline. Why, if you get self-discipline, as a player. Having sex before a game means you lack self-discipline.
No,
Too much.
they self-discipline wey they talk about now, say you know if you control yourself, who and who if you knack this thing, if you do this knacking with. For example now, I feel like knack. No be anybody business. I like to dey knack notoriously. I no get time frame. But now, for me to get self-discipline now, now for me to get either one specific person, why they knack, why they sure say even if I no fit contact any kind na him, or maybe I get my partner, maybe my wife. You understand? I no fit just come down because of say I want knack. I body they shame me like hard drugs. Like say maybe.
So what if you no get partner?
Now why
No,
marry?
you don't say it's not that's to marry because people marry na adults. You know if you define what thing they fit do with their life, you get. So they get that tendency to do, and another thing again, this celebrity lifestyle wey football don't give them. You understand? They feel say they fit reach anything with just money. So now why most of them don't get the K game.
Okay.
You understand now? To one.
Follow
talk woman, you understand? So if you say everything I just alpha, you know me like you get that way waiting me name this footballer. I don't forget his name. When they say he talk say in chat gear up. They get contact and say no they interest in contact and say just say Google my name. As they get just Google his name.
See where be.
And they get on the phone and talk. So you know those kind of classes in way.
Clap for Jesus, clap for Jesus, clap for Jesus.
Yeah. So sometimes they get to their head. This people are human being. Not be all of them they educated enough to get that masculine energy, masculine aura to they carry themselves around. So Vinny now, no mind say in the end maybe 12 million yearly. You know, if you don't get A again.
I said to toast.
You see, as another day so now. If you feel check in younger days, see me they get all those controversies, all these scandals around women. But check out man, a senior man. You know they hear all those rubbish. Messi a senior man.
Like say you balance out.
Now what do you?
Don't marry now. You know say
Davido been bad Opwe. Do you have any? Was he allegedly having a true?
Well, the video matter long ago.
that's the same time they talk about.
Okay, him. You know that this one they asked me they send them nude. They say Davido knew that.
No, yes, now they cry say make
One of our senior man, Odogu. Odogu is Lambo for Opwe.
Now, when the main people they do
the problem.
That's the problem. And another thing, for me, footballers, I mean, musicians don't they even different because their lifestyle demand that. You understand? So you get a lot of men. But footballers don't say one, you need to show up for waiting they give you that money.
Training regularly.
You need to show up for waiting they give you that money. Steady. Now your job. Your woman is based on how you can prepare mentally, physically, and otherwise. And in that spectrum of preparing mentally and physically, relief follow. Relief package and relief package like say you can't knock.
I was saying from a different angle. They are fixed on particular food, diet, and things.
Yes.
So I feel like they can also find a balance around sex, where it's like maybe after 2 months, after
you don't really live. I don't really feed them wait, feed them 2 months without knock.
You don't leave dog where you no change. Come they talk, say the dog no they bite. You're letting people with high libido lose.
Do you know
be a balance?
Do you know how long a season takes?
And how many matches?
A full complete season takes 10 months.
Okay.
Part of 12 months.
Out of 12.
So why they don't feed they knock every 2 months?
You go knock 2 months.
I'm not a footballer.
That's why I said they want to find the balance.
I feel they want to make I don't knock.
They go still knock.
No. Chop your what? What are you mean? I mean you. Are you me?
I think they don't mad.
This kind of that.
No, they call it.
I just say my man don't
Why
mad.
they not go fit stay 2 months?
For the whole 1 year.
Every 2 months.
They don't
And they tell you say medical.
people get high libido like that.
If players feel know they talk within their like, they should be able to find a balance. Cause the cons outweigh the good side. So that means it's a problem.
There is no proven evidence to show that the cons are.
They want another advantage again.
What is the evidence that the pros outweigh the
when a
cons?
coach that won Copa de America twice against
They tell
Argentina
you say
come out
now
where that he told the players.
Now waiting that they talk. Don't get too excited. He was in the moment. If you ask him now, he goes in a lie. He was after he won something now. He was like,
How is he in the
And the ecstasy
ecstasy
of the moment.
ecstasy of the
even the
moment.
country's captain I think it's Ellis something at that time had to come and say the coach actually give them the advice.
Because they want something now.
This one now was not.
I'm worried now.
Prior to
I'm worried now. If any Man U player, if any Man U player, if you see any Man U player,
near
say,
woman,
he even try woman, he go ban him.
Now everything will do anything there.
And now where are they now? If you notice all the people who don't they go out of mind, if you know am now. Now because of this Opwe, who be this guy will go Chelsea? Waiting the guy. Sancho.
Okay, Sawinti.
Now he calls him now because there was a talk that time saying to like Opwe. Amorim is a very disciplined man.
I ain't got issue with one American girl, one American artist, Sawinti.
So that's to show you see this sex is a problem. And Amorim, even though saying a bad coach, for this one, he know what they do. Because in that Man U team, there's a lot of unserious sex addicts, allegedly.
Who are who do you know?
All those zesty. You go know, say these people. They know say I don't know. Sex will be say, now sex will say when in the holiday, woman drink for now. Baba, open.
You know why? You know why?
See Zeski, you see Ugwadi.
Why they go?
Casimiro na married woman, na married man.
What?
Man, I tell you, those way too like Opwe for Man U. So I understand the coach limiting from his looks. Now he's always aggressive.
So if you say person they
aggressive.
Now it's testosterone. Now we are adding
aggressive.
That's why they say if you know knack, you go box, you go gym, you go swim, you go ice bath. So there are so many other things to do, but some of Man U players that are so.
How did you come become Man U?
We dey talk about football.
No.
So why you think
we not very neutral now? Wait, say footballers. Wetin carry Man U footballers now?
Wait, I wan ask you as you dey play ball. You know say people dey always fight, settle for football. People dey always throw blows, settle. Wetin go make coach pursue person if no be saying knack? Think about it logically now. This is thinking out of the box, not like the same man thing. Amorim pursue Sancho, wey be good player. Pursue Rashford. Pursue Lingard, and you know everything about that one. Says sex. Okay.
So Rashford na sex man. Feed the kids anyway.
You saying they feed waiting?
The kids now. Why?
They feed them with what?
And you know wetin they talk o. And you know
Amorim.
another thing again wey me I even wan point out when they talk about diet because one na first of all good meditation.
Yes.
To bring back a mental state to boost stability and diet. Even me like this now, like this, you get the kind of food I go chop, vegetable and all those things. I dey feel my testosterone level there. You know me say I dey knack o,
Yes,
but you understand? Even when I don't go play ball finish, one of my best recovery now, fruits and vegetables. Because if I chop and finish like this, my recovery rate dey very fast. Okay. You understand? So imagine say I don't knack. Say maybe I knack like 12 hours to match.
Okay.
I know say my recovery, everybody get the recovery strategy. Ronaldo can do different. You understand? So if my recovery strategy based on my physical fitness, now be say after 12 hours to go knack before the match I knack. Then after the match, I chop better food, rest for like 3 hours. You understand? Are they okay? Now why most every player, all individual players, professional footballers get people they handle their diets.
Yeah.
They get personal trainers. To try all those personal aspects of their life, they manage them.
They feel also manage their sex life.
Now wait
You because there is too much sex in the world now. You don't understand. Sex just be like alpha.
We don't date.
Too much.
We don't date since before.
The world is based on knack.
No. Now for knack, see when we small, why I can say when we small, there was a lot of playing football, there was a lot of reading books, there was a lot of now people were small.
You don't say you beat that time. You don't say you beat that time. You get sick work when they run with you.
No, now
That small way they show how many years you be for that small?
No.
how we go say
That small now.
What's the boss? Get children wey dey run daddy and mommy for that time.
Liba, you don't know.
say you dey run am.
You know me, I don't run am, but I don't.
Wetin you run?
Based on wetin I don observe, I don dey see things.
That small way they small, which age you
See,
be
the
that?
one day which age now you know how to knack and do
Liba na.
Official age for sex na above 18 now.
So now age be
So
that.
you don dey small, they know how to.
But no now, you know wetin dey sup these days.
Okay, now you do am.
No, I say that we don't do and we were focused.
If you check, you will say we grow up when you small, when you do your adolescent stage. You understand? Check the rate at which you and your peers been they complain of hamstring injury or groin injury.
We no complain of.
You know this those injuries. One because of say your body they reset at a very fast rate. Your cells no they die easily because the more you age now, the more your cells they die. You understand? The rate at which your cells they die. So your cells they regenerate at the same time your cells they regenerate. You know if you get all those kind of injuries at that moment, but as long as they don't reach puberty age, even the tendency to get prostate cancer, they set in. You understand? So you need to manage your brain life.
Very important.
Very important. And biologically, they talk say man suppose they nap nothing less than. Is it how many times a week?
Okay, wait.
7 times a week.
More than 7.
More than 7 times a week.
If we bring it now, bring them to a moral standpoint. And there's a conversation about being a virgin. So how do you find balance? Because if a virgin waiting never nap, you know they get what do you call the cancer?
Prostate cancer.
So how if they are not getting it, that means there's a loophole in your analysis.
The virginity at which age?
They get some when they reach 40, 50.
You don't know anyone where this for.
So you never see virgin wey get prostate cancer.
I never see
No, but make you first tell me the person will be virgin will play ball. Let us say him and then virginity is 40.
No, you know that this talk was not just about ball. It was about everything.
And athletes now that said he stayed virgin till 40.
Yes, I think there's a Kenyan athlete that said he was a virgin.
What?
And he was running. I don't know his name.
Is it this recent world record holder?
There are plenty where they run where they do this.
No, he get one with the
Kenya. I don't know, but I know there's this man from I think it was Kenya or Ethiopia, something like that.
So what was his highest performance as someone that has stayed from sex?
He won Olympics now or something, or he won. It happens like
no. Once in Sigma, anything where you define as power becomes your power. If you feel say to know knack, you give one kind edge over other people they knack. Now your power. Like me, I no go lie. The time growing up, I felt like not because I didn't want to indulge in those lifestyle. I felt that indulging in sex would deteriorate my physical fitness.
What do you mean by growing up? At what age was this?
It was more like a decision. What I feel for myself. You ask when I was virgin.
I don't ask when you is virgin. When be this time when you did?
As young as 6. When I'm telling you like
which kind of how 6 Sunday now?
Which no like you talk about morality now. So as much as say even from your family background, you don't let you know say some kind things no they good though. You don't get that consciousness.
I mean from 15 upward, not 6.
Okay, no go assume say now from 14. Why the way be say maybe I don't take mine because as at 12, I don't the team say maybe I feel become football. I don't start from academy. That's why they will groom you for academy all those stages. You understand? So they will lecture you. You understand? They will groom you. So you yourself go tell yourself what you want to do or what you need to abstain from to make you reach that top. One of the things why I example myself and say I abstain from sex. I don't go take drug. I don't go take alcohol. All those things. You understand? Not my personal discipline. Where I take on myself. But along the line, different things will happen. Where we say they will even shift your thinking based on your own experience.
I have a question. I have a question now. You said you abstain from all these things. At that moment, did they affect your output? Did you have any cancer? Did you have any health issue?
I don't get those things because normal. First of all, I'm physically fit.
So that means your analysis there's a loophole in it. Because you're making it look like anybody will know knack. No. Now wait till they talk. Say anybody will know knack. Your chances of getting it. They are higher.
It's higher, medically
higher. Medically higher. When you are getting older, that's what it means. That's what I'm trying to say.
There are also chances that you not have it.
Yes,
so there's always an exception to all of these things.
But it doesn't mean that you have
the cancer.
Why which can I talk with that one?
I
will not do it. No, because I want me.
I don't say you na virgin now.
I don't want me yes now.
I don't say you na. Now I tell you so. Now I know those as I don't talk with you. Come dey fear me.
I don't want me to mislead our audience.
So waiting the time I say if you knack before a game or something, your performance will be like 100 again.
Yes,
but
it distracts you.
But your dress don't win world best.
How you take no saying they knack before game?
George Best was one of the most serious players
Go and-
the world has ever known.
They don't money for George Best.
Did they even come beg am?
Beg am leave party come
match.
Who go party?
they beg am come
Who
back.
go party? They knack.
So where if you go party come back, where
If it be who they booze, who they brew.
Obviously, this one nice. You ain't going to you know whether na only brew.
You say na law court. This is way talk na allegation.
How?
Say George Best knack win league.
Mama, we
Who
want
dey knack?
best. No be even
Me, I don't knack.
So now,
No,
okay.
you say I'm a virgin now.
Are
you taking it back?
What best? In the party all night, they go they smoke. You know they go they drink alcohol, go come the next day drunk, go still perform.
Assumption. You know it is not factual.
No be assumption. It is known. You fit check out.
It was not known that it was known that he was partying.
Party.
Does party equate sex?
Yes, what are you going to party to do?
So okay.
So everybody,
Everybody they go party.
So when they go party, they go to do it so rich.
any parent can
I
be
was-
gay party.
I boss now she go now.
When she go bridge.
Okay, so my guy wife wey dey go party.
Don't go this destroy people relationship.
So my guy wife wey dey go party na according
Because
to
now wetin she dey find for there now.
no na loophole. This is
How is it-
holistic analysis.
How is it?
Party is a place to have fun, no be to go.
You go brothel, they talk say people dey brothel.
I get people wey dey lodge just to chill out, to read, to have space.
To read.
Yes,
Your house
They
dey
get
scare you to
inspiration
read.
from soundtracks.
Your house dey scare you to read.
This is a soiled analysis.
No, for
you
your
can't
house.
assume everybody that goes to an hotel is having sex.
We are not putting it
No,
down.
we're not.
That's what you're putting it now.
But majority.
Yeah.
Majority, there's always exception.
Majority, that's why
Majority wey go party no go knack. They went to have fun. Now the exception be
Wetin you define as that?
Majority go knack, na minority no go knack.
no. For party setting, na only few people dey succeed. They go house. The remaining they go their house. You no know.
Na any judge best wey fit get away with any girl.
There was no factual. No. Everything wey you talk na assumption. Na based off assumption.
No worry, go check, go read life about judge.
Na dem even talk sef. Na dem even talk wey be say Ronaldo oye wey dey say woman wan kill am.
Greedish wey own leak nko.
E dey happen now. I no talk say e no dey happen.
So, but
I say how do they find a balance?
See,
That is what I'm telling you now.
They always find
It
the
depends on
balance.
me and talk. It depends on now why most footballers now, like all of them get individual persons when they handle certain aspects of
Of
their
their
life.
life. The ball recovery.
You know, recovery, oh,
The sex life.
their media, how did they appear for media? You understand? Image right and everything. Their fitness level, their nutrition. All these things they are being put into account as a professional. It makes you want stand the test of time, last longer.
Okay. If they get people where they handle their everything, why them by themselves come go they handle sex? Why they no get who they handle the sex? They pick the girls for them. Why do they have to go and do all this?
Are you putting out the fact that, for example, now if you get money when they handle everything about your lifestyle and they don't say maybe so day on Tuesday, maybe because on Tuesday now you're knocking day. You understand? Normally when they go arrange and before they arrange the thing for you, don't already checkmate the person. Nobody So as much as say that they arrange your do arrangement for you, normally they go to social media, you can't see one fine shorty. You understand? She don't find shorty, be like, management, how far help me so that I go get this.
Send one with
Send this
shorty.
girl for you.
That's why they play
Wait
ball.
now.
That's why they are professionals. But when they play ball now, no go chop fufu. Because he knows say fufu go affect you.
You know how my friend don't chop fufu. Make I tell you.
I don't play.
Wetin do
They be players.
So your friends be players.
Wetin do for
Terrain Murphy.
Terrain mom, yes, they chop fufu.
He chop one day secondary school.
That's secondary.
Ademola Lukman, I went to see the chop fufu before he go play match.
Say your wife
Yes.
full making the chop.
Ademola
Lukman.
Yes.
Ademola
Yes, he talk am.
It was in fact they asked
After
for
talking
Dortmund.
about fufu,
They asked for Dortmund. Others they chop on that thing. He na fufu in the chop.
For Dortmund.
Yes.
So for Inter Milan, Ademola no.
Before match, I'm telling you.
Come but in the chop.
Now what's
No be Adeyemi Karim Adeyemi na me I talk about.
Adeyemi.
Yes.
Adeyemi.
Yes.
Okay.
Karim, that guy goes
For Dortmund.
Now once in a while, he chop fufu.
Who tell you say na once in a while when he come outside?
Who guys say na every time?
He come out don say anytime he go him mama dey give am fufu.
You know every time when they go in mama.
Him mama dey
Now every day they go in mama. Now every day they go in
Why
mama.
not? Him mama dey
Now
jam.
every day they go in
Him mama
mama.
dey jam.
Every time when they go play ball.
Na Johnny man na. Him mama dey. Be fit
Wetin be your
Why you
problem now?
go
Wetin be your problem now? Say if
You guys
you
should-
fufu, he na gabi no na. So me I tell you say I
wetin
think
bring this talk? I talk say player as far as say you get wetin you dey chop, you won't go outside to go and look for something extra.
There is no
That's the
restriction
same
to us
way.
how many you feature.
Obviously, there's no
Both ways
restriction, but that's why you're finding a balance. That's the same way person when they bring who come there for you. Don't outshine the person.
You know,
don't go behind them. If I say lots of power,
this thing
if I say lots of power, they say don't outshine your master.
I know.
Let the person bring the gift. Don't go back.
Okay, finding babe.
Wait now, waiting.
As a professional,
make I put them up to you now. Alpha, you like egusi soup?
yes.
You like ogbono?
Yes.
You like alpha?
Yes.
You understand? You like ekpankoko?
Yes.
Now what do you?
Yes.
Abi, you want tell me say you feel there like this chop alpha and soup for straight 2 months?
If doctor tell me say make I chop half and soup, say tomorrow I go chop am.
But don't tell them.
But don't tell
When
me.
they play ball, you need to be.
Wait now. No. I still want prove to you say as much as say they go still dey not clean girls.
Yes,
Just when they clinically sound.
Watcha.
You understand? They dey very sound. But I don't tell you say as much as say they feel they get arrangement on who they go dey knack on to so specific day. If to say they get all those things arranged in their life. If they see shorty now, you understand? They like the shorty. They like the simple. They go tell them how far this I want job today.
Arrange am for.
It's as simple as that.
No, I accept. That's an exception. And they say exception doesn't negate facts. Not a lot of people have access to this.
As a professional footballer,
As a professional, not a lot of people they,
no,
not a lot of people they exercise that art. Person like Jamal that we get
Musiala.
he no be like who they even know. Very serious.
They like
you can't hear him in this
They
all
like
this scandal and all this thing.
can't they? Where they are fire.
You don't say why.
He get wife now.
See, the wife will pass away far from him.
Why you marry wife?
Was Kanye living with his wife?
Yes.
He was not living with his wife.
He was right. Was the league.
He was not living with
He
his wife
was,
when he did Chelsea.
And when he won the league, his wife came now. He was living with
The wife came from where he did now. He was not living with his wife. Kanye was a dedicated Muslim where they play ball.
So the dedicated Muslim does not have sex.
My own I be say aside dedication, everybody get different discipline level. What is discipline? People don't fit dey 6 months.
No knack.
No.
Yes, if people fit dey, why everybody no be?
Okay. That's it. What can you make him say as if some people fit dey without sex, make all of them dey without sex.
Everybody cannot have the same result.
As they be players, they are professionals, they are getting paid for this, so they should understand that okay, see what you know supposed to.
As yourself now, you be tallest now. You get people like when they 6'7", and people wanna be virgin. So you want them to say all of them cause on our thoughts go be virgin.
Based off on say our height, wait, now hear me, yes. Based off on say person wey dey 6'7" is not normal. That's an anomaly. To live long, they say you get some things wey tallest no suppose dey do. So if you call all the tallest wey you know now, if you ask them, they will say yes, they have been abstaining from sex.
Okay, so now in this aspect nowadays, in order to live long, when they talk say you need to knack to avoid prostate cancer as you are aging, because prostate cancer comes around that kind 45, and most footballers can be end at 40.
It is not
maximum.
It is
And they think you want to
the conversation is like you stand higher chances.
exactly.
Higher chances, there is no chance. Now higher chances.
Higher chances mean that there is chance now. That's like higher chances.
If I have higher chances to be pied at night, does it mean it will happen?
There's higher
slim chance like to happen.
There is chance it will not happen.
It's still chance now.
There is still chance. Obviously, it's a chance.
Exactly. So instead of leaving things to maybe bad things to chance to happen, why not take it upon yourself to avoid as much as possible? So in order for me to avoid potential prostate cancer at 45, and my career is ending, maybe I play professionally for till 35, then I play non-league till 40. You understand? Maybe potentially I know the now since maybe I don't know. You understand? Since I did as young as possible to present my career, I never done till 45 years. Then I be athlete. All that is to know why I don't move. I don't know. Then imagine you know say it go dey so bad. Say I finish my professional career now, getting to 46. You can't diagnose me with prostate cancer. Do you know it would be so heartbreaking?
Now why you guys find balance? I know a lot of people go in the gym that have stayed away from sex for like 2 years. So how did they do it?
It's personal resolve.
What I forget say most people when they do this, when they practice this celibacy, now they define their own celibacy. Most of them they throw dice, especially you know what they talk now. Celibacy, you know say everybody define what they call abstinence. say I feel no knack, I feel no chook
Inside hole. But
my odo but I go throw dice.
I will throw dice.
You understand? Now, it depends on what you define as your own abstinence, but at the same time, small children they waste. Innocent children they waste. So take am and you go and sometimes you go they won't take am say na because they say they moral grounded. Say this one is better. They define sin above another sin.
So you don't think there's anybody that abstains outrightly say no dicey, no sweetie, no nothing, and they abstain?
No, see, there are people that abstain, but everything depends on your personal resolve and yourself. Like, you cannot tell me that it's factually known that if you have sex, you will not perform.
Exactly.
It's not factually known. There's no way that you can see the fact that it is known. Even what you stated itself is still based on a personal trainer research, what he feels like. It's correct.
Because even that person when they know those things for you, now based on your own thinking, say if you say be the best for you. Let's take it to the bit further to people like monks. You know, say these monks then we say one of their ideologies and we say
no knocking
till they die. You understand? You know, say why is as if most of them live as to a very long age. It's one as much as say they didn't knack. They enter another realm of spirituality. We say meditation.
Through meditation.
You understand? So doing all those things and they do a kind of mental cleansing. Mental cleansing. You should know that they don't even think about the scenario with materials in what they think. So even though they do those things, you don't push yourself to another level.
Have you ever been a monk? I didn't know anything they did.
That's why
You know they make research.
check research. Now the same.
You said these things are not factual. So has there been any rumor or any evidence saying monk knack? Why you say monk knack?
They will be
That means it defeats your analysis.
now what I tell you now. Say even for that, even if you know it's not normal, if to say you won't put righteous book for this life, before they call monks, but it takes even for those people beside them the righteous book, most of them but they don't be control where
Now this thing show you say knack is a problem, not a bad problem. No, it's a good problem because it's a necessity. How do you find a balance? I feel like everybody individually is supposed to find balance.
Yes, now.
If you now 1 month, if you now 2 weeks, if you now 1 year,
Some people now 1 week. They
it's too frequent. Now they talk for actions. Frequent sex affects their performance level.
Fine.
You're trying to justify it because there's no balance. Before games, these things they have.
If you say
Most of these guys
sex,
now are online. They have access to numerous girls, so they are exercising it, which is a problem. Their output, person like make a no come here, cause they you get person when they misbehave, they play rubbish in the Super Eagles, and we all know why. Cause you're seeing him on online live, TikTok live.
okay,
Same people where they share bomb. This is a distraction because his output level don't drop from what we know him for. This is the place where I know say sex gets.
If you say
because there's a mental side to it.
Yes, no. When we start, I said there is a mental side to it.
It's just by the fact that it no affect I'm saying they play, but if I say it's supposed to be like that.
Now,
Yeah, I'm telling you say that.
and knock your sister.
You dey play ball now. But you don't say you dey knack before play ball and say the thing no dey affect you.
I think you say imagine say me you know myself.
Okay, now imagination. So you never knack before you play ball.
Okay.
Follow and subscribe for more gist on everything football. Here we go.